Hi everyone, it's Lesley here from Stamping Up with Elegant Edges, and today I have a card kit from Stamping Up. I've had it a little while and I'm just going to undo it and let you see what it is. This is a birthday organiser kit. Now this is one of the few kits where there's no stamping. It's very quick to make. Take it out, and as you can see, comes really well packed. Good piece of grey board. I'll be keeping that for a crafty project. You've got envelopes with coloured insides, always good to have. You've got card bases. Ooh. Months. Great. And all sorts of bits and pieces here, which I'm sure will become clear very shortly. Now, there were instructions, which I've put somewhere else with the card base. Okay, so instructions in various languages, and in pictures, with a handy ruler down the side in centimetres in case you need it. Okay, so number one. So we've got instructions how to make up cards. Well, I want to actually look at the album itself first of all. Lovely. So obviously we've got a space for each month and the days. So we've got extra space at the front: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and another pocket at the back just for spares, extras. Brilliant. I mean, you would think that with all the cards I make that I am kind of on top of my birthdays, and what happens is I make cards, I make them for people and I forget to post them. So this way I'm hoping I'm going to be really organised. So as you can see, I've got months in German, months in English, and there'll be months in something else somewhere. Okay, so we've got sentiments to make and add on the cards. You've got sort of strips, happiest of birthdays, 2 sheets, great for men and women, that one. So I can see we've got male and female cards here, which is really nice. I haven't forgotten the men. Get started. Right, first steps. This kit contains, well, we've had a look at what it contains. It's also got some bling, some sticky dots, they look like, and a roll of double-sided tape. Useful. So absolutely idiot proof. This would make a fantastic birthday or Christmas present. So coordinating colours: basic black, evening evergreen, petal pink, Sahara sand, soft succulent. But I mean, lots of colours will go with this. Okay, some of these are now retired, evening evergreen, but we have lots of colours, and black you don't need to add to it. They're just telling you that out of interest. I mean, if you are a seasoned crafter, obviously instead of using this either way for your card, you could cut that in half and make 2 of that. We all know we do things like that. Mail cards, nice. Or for anyone else, doesn't have to be mail, that one. And then we've got all these lovely bits to go on it. So instead of stamping, we've got images already. Look, they're die cut. All you have to do is press them out. Now, if you find, when you do that, I've got 2 layers there. On one of these little ones, sometimes you get little tiny pips. Stamping Up are very good. You don't get as many with theirs. Here's an old emery board, an old nail file, and all I do is, sorry about the noise, and it just takes off that rough bit. So if you find that you get anything like that, that's a handy tip. But actually, there's only one, and that's probably because I didn't pull it out right. Really good. So we've got a lovely floral arrangement. We've got leaves, a bud, and then we've got layers, shaped layers to go on the front. And if I actually read the instructions, it would give me some handy tips how to do it. I know it would. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So that's great. Lovely. Well, we are going to have great fun. And of course, with the envelopes, you could always open them out and use those as layers. But I'm going to make them up, get 12 cards, easy cards in my case, ready to go for my next lot of birthdays. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken out the 4 pieces for the flower. I've got a card blank, as it says in the instructions. So I'm just looking at it, no words, obviously, for all the languages. I've got my card blank, I've got my strip from the die cut sheets, and I've got 4 bits of my flowers. And then we've got various bits on the back. Okay, so in my little pack of accessories, I got some bling, some lovely sort of sequins that have already got glue dots on the back. Those are little self-adhesive glue dots. And I've also got some dimensional foam tape tabs to give some lift and make everything look really good. So because I have a bone folder, I'm going to fold the card nice and flat. It suggests you put this across the middle, and that looks great. So I'm going to get some of the double-sided tape, find the end. It's always a challenge. There we go. And just pop it across there. Get my scissors. Now everyone has a pair of scissors at home, so you really don't need special equipment for this. Trim that to size so it doesn't, nothing peeks out. Okay. Squish it extra flat to make sure it sticks properly. Now if you have something sharp, I have a pokey tool. You'll note the technical term here. I'm just going to release one end, not all of it. I'm going to find where I like it, make sure I've got it right at the edge, make sure it fits, pop it down, and then pull the tape across. So if you're a beginner, that's a great tip for how to get your layers with double-sided tape fixed down. And you see it's a really good fit. So we've got this large petal, large sort of arrangement here. So I'm going to lift that up. It's got here 4 blobs, and I presume that those are the dimensional pads. Here we go. So you can either do it with your nails. I'm doing it with my pokey tool, and I'm going to actually pop it on just as it says. So I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to have one up here. I will be good and follow the instructions and not sort of go rogue. Okay, so I'm going to put those on first. So I'm just going to peel off the back. Now, of course, if you're an experienced crafter, you can do your own thing. I'm only going to make one card up of all of these. and then I'm going to do my own thing with the rest. So just lay those on gently. I have a leaf here. Now what I'm going to do with my bone fold is I'm just going to roll it over the back. It doesn't matter if you don't have a bone folder, you can do it over the handle of a pair of scissors. So you don't need special equipment, and that will just make it look a little bit more natural. And I'm going to pop that there, and I'm going to pop that down with some glue dots. These different coloured dots, I'm assuming, are the glue dots. So I'm just going to put a few on. There we go, they've got a little backing on them, which releases, you can see that came off really easily. There we go. I'm going to put an extra one on there. Okay. Slip that under the edge. Where that little white bit is, I'm just going to slip that under. There we are. And although it's gone flatter, you've still got some shape to it. Now, really, you don't have to do this. It's just me being a crafter. If you were a beginner, you could just lay them down flat, and it would still look really lovely. Now, if that won't go... Oh, yes, it does go in. That's great. I'll slip those under. I've got bud here. Again, I'm just going to give that just a little bit of shape. And I'm going to pop this one up here as it suggests. There. Now all we need are some words, and there was a page of dark words. Let me find them. Not those ones. That was the ribbon. Do you know, I've just looked at all of these. How can I have lost them already? Ah, look, right at the bottom. Might have known. It's your day. Now that's lovely, because that covers so many different circumstances. It could be a birthday, it could be a new job, it could be anything. And look, these are self-adhesive. You don't need any glue on these, nothing tricky. So we're just going to literally... It would help if I popped it on straight rather though. So tip number one, don't press it down until you're really happy with it. Just anywhere you're happy. there we are. Card number 1 is done. Let's find the envelope. Matching envelope. Ready to go into my card holder. Lovely. I really like that. I could, of course, put some extra bling on it, which I think I might. Where's my bling? Where's my packet of bling? Here it is. My sequins. Now they've got glue dots on the back, so that's great. So I'm going to put one here so it shows up on the white. I'm going to put one at the top near the bud, and I'm going to put one over here, but it wants to move. There we are, just persuade it. How lovely. And even some bling. I hope you can see that. It's lovely, nice touch. Right, so that's one card done. Now we're going to look at the masculine ones. So I'll be fair, let's go back to the instructions. Right, so I need these bits. Right, I've got those bits out. I need the words. I'll find the words now. Good. And then the spotty card base. Spotty card base. I'm just going to press that down. If you don't have a bone folder, you could do it with your nail. You can do it with a credit card type plastic card. Okay, so we're going to stand that up sideways. Okay, I'm back. Husband just very kindly made me a lovely cup of coffee, so I didn't want to let it get cold. Right, so for the other alternative style of card, which I'm going to call the mail card, I've got a card base folded, the die cut layers, and on the instruction sheet it shows you how to lay them out. So I'm going to follow the instructions. One at the top, the greeny one down the bottom. Oh, could not be simpler. And even where to put your double-sided tape on the back. So let me find that. Do it exactly as it says. You don't need to go right to the edge, because then you get into problems cutting the funny shapes. So we've got bits there. Okay, just a press down to make sure it just adheres really well. Okay, so we're going to put the large piece on first. So again, I'm just peeling off little bits, just bending back the carrier tape. So I'm going to start in the corner, make sure I'm in shot, lining up that point, making sure I'm in line at the top, in line at the side. Then I'm just going to press lightly. So where I've pulled the tape off, that will now stick. Okay. Release that one. Release that one and press down. Okay. So that's the large piece down. That went down really well. Same with the little one. This small piece I'm going to take right off. Okay. Let's make sure I'm right in shot, in camera shot. Again, I'm going to start in the corner. Make sure one side is lined up. There. Get rid of my rubbish. Okay, now I've got the sentiment sheet. I'm going to find the English ones. And again, they're self-adhesive. And really substantial. They're not thin paper, they're nice and thick. Okay. And obviously you can pop it wherever you want, so I'm going to have it sort of about the middle. There we go. Card number 2, done. Job done. Happiest birthday. So, now the only thing that I need to do, let me have a little tidy. I'm going to put my, I don't want any bling on a mail card, I don't think. They might not appreciate it. You put things away. Okay, then I won't lose them. You really do get everything you need, which is wonderful. I'm very impressed, actually. Here's my envelope. And I do like the design carried through onto the inside. I think that really does finish it. I've got one of those and one of those. So I'm going to find my months now. There we are. Make sure I've got the English ones. English, French, German and Dutch. Okay. Well, I'm going to start with November because we're into November, and I'm going to pop mine along here. I don't know if it actually suggests where to pop it, but that's where, yeah, in exactly that place. That's fine. Right, October, November. And look, it's been cut into a banner shape. That's really good. Now, is it going to bother me if that's not right in the middle? It will bother me more if it's not level. There. November. So, I have 2 cards ready for November. Which is lovely. I'm going to put them in like this. And tuck the envelope inside the card. I have several birthdays coming up in November, so I'll be writing those on there. And those are my first 2 ready to send. So absolutely really easy. Ooh. If you put enough glue on your flower. Okay, didn't press it down. So, really love those. So I hope you'll give the kits a glance on the website in my online shop. And here it is, Stampin'Up.uk, and here's my ID here, lesliekilby.stampin'up.net. Okay, and you can pop on there, look, put on kits, card kits, and you'll have absolutely loads come up. This is one we've just had an offer on, so do make sure that you go right through to the end. There are some designed for children that they can do with a little bit of supervision. Great for presents, Christmas presents. So if you're stuck for presents, if you're stuck for what to do with children in the Christmas holidays when you have grandchildren coming to visit, pop on there. I can thoroughly recommend them. So thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.